first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Steps away. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Breaks through the contact. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Takes it to about the 37. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. So from the 37, here's second down and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Colts at 7 and 8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. The
Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Branch. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you. Keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Call it a loss of 12 that time, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Richardson out of the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. There he goes, left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On first down, right back to Hall. Brought down at the 20.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now, it's Fox. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Richardson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Being chased out left. This one taken in by Stover. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Back to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Richardson on 3rd and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Tucker's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Richardson steps away to his left. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Powering his way forward, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, here's Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Eluding the pressure right.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Mayfield on play action. Buying time to his left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the counter, it's Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll give to Hall.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
He's got a man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Richardson to the air on first down. This pass out wide to Hall.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Richardson looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Richardson.
And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Richardson working from the gun.
Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd and a couple.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Hall.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Richardson. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Richardson eluding the pressure right. This is caught.
And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
He'll buy some time right. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Adonai Mitchell, 29 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Colts come up with a late